Hello everyone and welcome to another high elo game of Age of Empires. Today we've got a battle of the monosyllabic civilizations as the Turks in red, played by Hera, get ready to take on the Slavs in blue, played by Sitaux. Now all the players heard their herdables explore their immediate surroundings and try to go up to feudal as fast as possible. Let's take a look at the civ matchup we'll be watching today. The Turks, very much a civilization that worships their gunpowder units. Their gunpowder units are created faster, have extra HP, come with cheaper technologies, and some gunpowder units can be upgraded to get extra range. Now, staying on brand, the unique unit of the Turks is the Janissary, a more expensive but less accurate hand cannoneer with more HP, a better attack, and more armor, although no bonus versus infantry, which might actually prove to be pretty interesting against the Slavs. Now, to support these heavy but expensive units on the field of battle, the Turks can actually field some pretty decent supporting units. To start with, their scout line units all come with extra free pierce armor. Their cav archers can be upgraded to get 20 extra HP, and their scout line units automatically upgrade to light cav and then to hussars upon reaching castle and imperial age, which does give the Turks access to top of the line raiding units immediately without having to weigh and, more importantly, pay for any upgrades to be researched. Now, in order to be able to afford their gunpowder units, which, as we all know, are quite expensive, Turkish gold miners do work 20% faster. The chemistry upgrade is free of charge, and the upgrade that I just mentioned from Scout to Light Cav to Hussar does save them about 1,300 resources in total. Now, immediately to the south, we've got Sitaux playing as the Slavs in blue, a civilization that does focus on their melee units. Their infantry, which is already quite strong, can be upgraded to do trample damage. And their unique unit, the Boyar, is a fairly slow but super powerful, super tanky cavalry unit that comes with a massive amount of both melee and pierce armor. Now, to support their melee units on the field of battle against harassment by ranged units, which might prove pretty handy against the Turks, all Slavic siege workshop units are cheaper, which is fantastic because they have access to every single... Villager almost took a bit too much damage there from the elephant. As I was about to say, they have access to all siege workshop units except for bombard cannons, and those cheaper siege units can be combined with their monks, which move 20% faster than normal to generate a powerful siege monk rush, also known funnily and cutesily enough as a smush. Now, Slavic castles themselves can be upgraded so that 40% of their stone cost is replaced with wood, which does save them about 250-260 stone per castle. And to help the Slavs grow their economy to produce as powerful and as big a military as possible, they do get the supplies and gambesons upgrades for free. Their farmers work 10% faster, and their barracks, their archery ranges, their stables, and their siege workshops all provide 5 population space as if they were these houses, which does free up a bit of wood in the early game and mid game, which does give you an opportunity to build more structures, train more units, and overall is a pretty cool feature of the Slavs. Those are the two civilizations. Let's take a look while the players are at 16 villagers apiece, where they are located, where are their resources. Our Slav, Sitaux, primary gold nice and secure in the back, primary stone a little bit in the forward position, but if Hera attacks down the left side, assuming Hera is going to be the one who is attacking, this stone should be safe. Secondary gold pile nice and secure to the back, but a third one very much exposed on a hill, which is, by the way, very annoying. No town center placement anywhere near that. There's a big ridge of mountains here in the center of the map, which is pretty damn cool. Forests pretty well placed. His left side is very well defended. On the right, very open. But on the right, not likely that Hera is going to attack through here, seeing as how he is exactly due north and to the left. Let's take a look at where his resources are. Primary gold very secure in the back. Primary stone just like Sitaux's, off on the right side of the map, but also somewhat secure. Secondary stone, secondary gold in the forward position, and a third gold pile in the back, secure as well. His forests, unlike Sitaux, whose left side is secure, Hera's right side is a bit more secure, but the north, the northwest, and the south completely open here. Also, my favorite lemon bushes with the pretty untouchable blue butterflies is in the forward position. Where are Sitaux's berries? They are off to the side. So overall, I'd say I would give this to Sitaux a little bit of an advantage here with the 3 forests in the western portion of his base. Is this the first time Hera is venturing out? Yes, it is. So he's going to discover his opponent any second now. Any second now. There he goes. Now he sees the house. He saw the villager poke his head out, so he knows exactly where that town center is. Sitaux has also discovered and has already... What the what the hell is this? What is Sitaux doing? Is he trying to determine if there are structures there? Is he planning some kind of major attack? That was very strange what he just did there. Again, look at this. Look at this. Perfectly placed around the barracks of our Turk, who is housed but doesn't really care. He is going up to Feudal, although wait a second, does care because he is Feudal housed for just a split second. Not the end of the world. Another gate being placed down there. What kind of trickery, tomfoolery is Sitaux up to with these guesstimates of where his opponent's barracks are? Hera has decided, you know what? I'm not going to do my usual loop-de-loop around the opponent. I'm going to kind of just hang out. And now, once he hits Feudal, is when he decides to loop-de-loop his opponent's base, which is something I would have expected the second he saw this house, to be honest. But maybe he waited for Sitaux to hit Feudal so that he could see his next military structures. Will it be an archery range? Will it be, you know, some kind of militia push, men-at-arms? Will it be a stable? And he sees now that it is a stable. What he doesn't see, because his scout's all the way over here. Oh, never mind. He sees absolutely that it is a scout, and the scout already takes 18 damage from the spearman. Takes another whack from another scout, and this is the unluckiest scout in the world. But he's going to join his friends, his comrades. There's already two of them waiting. Both players starting to push into each other's bases. Let's take a look. Hera, we know he's got a stable. We know he's got a barracks, but that is all she wrote for our Turk. Our Slav, also a barracks and a stable. And now the mind games, now the micro, now the alternation. Alternation, is that a word? Alternating between two screens, attack and defense, is going to start for the players, as the name of the game is try to get some kind of damage done with your scout, while at the same time avoiding the ire of the spearmen and potentially even the angry villagers. The angry villagers with Loom, pretty damn good at defending themselves at this stage of the game at whatever players can throw at them. Will this be our first kill? No, it will not. And now Hera's woodline, which is not secure at all, is under attack. But again, did Sitaux with his weaker scout, which means that he cannot stay long, especially not with a spearman already heading over. Uh-oh, doesn't look like Hera's paying attention. First blood, or maybe not first blood. It looks like one kill apiece already. First blood looks like it went to Hera here at the just underneath his gold patch, but Sitaux replies immediately. So both players have lost one scout. I mean, look at their Elos. Their Elos are so similar. I think at the time of recording this, Sitaux is actually number 3 in the world in terms of Elo. And so is it a big surprise that number 1 and number 3 have somewhat similar opening styles right now? Both players, 6, 8 army supply, 30 villagers apiece. So not really a massive amount of difference. Let's take a look at villager allocation. Mostly on food, the same 9 on lumber. Our Turk has 1 villager on gold. Right as I say that, our Slav starts adding villagers on gold. So these are players who now want to start banking resources and maybe head up to Castle Age, which I guess is best for us all. But uh-oh. First economic kill of the game looks like it's about to go to Sitaux, unless the spearman can come in here and chew this away. Will he commit? He commits, and he gets the villager, takes another 18 damage on one of these scouts, and then rushes the hell out of here. Beautiful play out of Sitaux. Hera pulling a Mr. Yo and creating a very big wall off, although to the front, more of a funnel than a wall off. And the players disengaged. Let's see. No player. You can see the second structure at the top right, and top left of your screen here are not lit up, which means neither player has the secondary structure needed to go up to Castle Age just yet. Hera is very much ahead in food count and now plops down the requisite secondary structure. Right as I say that, of course, I see another big white surrounded blue square. So one going for a market, one going for a blacksmith. It looks like Hera is going to reach the 800 food, 200 gold, much more ahead. Much more ahead. Further ahead. Further ahead than our Slav. And look at this. He's going to get another villager kill. He's going to pay for it, though. This is not going to be free. This is not going to be free at all. Oh my goodness, what a disaster for Sitaux, and Hera saves it. I said he was going to get the villager. Why the hell was this one scout here to the south? What was he doing? Oh, is he laying a trap? Is he expecting Hera to just delete one of these palisades in the hopes that he's safe? No. Wow, what a beautiful get there for Hera. What an absolute disaster for Sitaux. The losses continue to mount. 7 kills to 5. Did not get the villager with 4 HP. Oh, that is so freaking sour. What? Another, yeah, one more attack from the scout. 5 attack against 1 melee armor, and that villager would have been toast. Both players heading up to castle. It looks like our Turk about 30 seconds, 25 seconds ahead of his opponent. What kind of what kind of infrastructure is he placing? Oh my goodness, 4 villagers on stone already. Are we going to see a big old economic boom? Is this game going to go into the super late game? Are we going to see the Turkish Empire flourish in terms of civilian population? Or are we going to see a tower push? Are we going to see a quick castle out of him? In the meantime, Sitaux, while he's going up to Castle Age, is getting a bunch of upgrades. Gee, I wonder what he's going for with Bloodlines and Scale Barding armor. As he continues, loses another Spearman, but takes a Spearman of his opponent down with him. And Hera is unable to complete this wall off. Not that there's any more red dots streaming across the map. This is basically all she wrote, or rather blue dots. This is all she wrote for Sitaux. And the villager escapes. The villager escapes. Has to be careful. Has to be so careful. Wall, and now he's safe. Oh, Hera loses here. Hera loses, Sitaux loses here. Man, oh man, these two players are exchanging very unimportant, very low-stake blows. It is a town center play here for our Turk. Spearmen 2 versus 1 to the north. Scouts 3 versus 1, and a... Okay, no, the wall-off is actually complete now. The villager is safe for now. I'm going to zoom out a little bit so we can capture both of these mini battles here. 2 extra town centers going down for our Slav. I can see on the mini map who is now upgrading his lumberjacks. Hera loses a scout, although right now is a light cab. Remember, automatically, no need to research anything, no need to pay for anything. It is incredibly important to keep his scouts alive until he gets to castle, because the more he can keep alive, the more of them will become light cab. And that is all she wrote for our Slav for now. 2 knights move forward to castle. It is a castle play. He bought 300 stone. Hera wanting to get a castle out. Is this for positioning? Is this to help take the gold? It is right next to the defunct mill over here. So it does establish a good defense in the forward portion of his base. Will he wall off the western side? Will he defend the eastern side with a secondary wall off? He does see the knights, so might want to consider placing down some more infrastructure. Instead, he is building a row of houses here. And now the knights are definitely going to bust their way in here, right? This villager's going to be... Is she going to be late to the party? Let's see. Looks like she's just about to barely make it. Oh, Sitaux, very sour. Pivots where? Okay. Decides to go somewhere else. Has he seen the castle? Yeah, he's seen the construction site. So he knows. He sees the scaffolding and knows that there is a big castle there. He's going to pop in. He's also going to see Janissaries and a monk. So he knows he's in a bit of trouble right now. Can't really engage head on. We'll see what Sitaux decides to do. For now, both players getting wheelbarrow. Okay. And Sitaux's getting a relic. Remember, these guys move 20% faster as opposed to the usual 0.7 movement speed of the red monk. The blue monk, 0.84. Similar to a Berber villager in the Dark Age. Hera circling, exploring the map. His vision, not the greatest. Sitaux, not the greatest either. Both players, I'm assuming, looking for relics. Another relic here for Sitaux. Another relic he sees here, Hera. Hera has seen the 2 relics to the east, not the ones to the west. And so the relic game begins. Although I say relic game, one player is going full on knights. One player is going a mix of Janissaries and monks. I don't mind that at all. Not exactly an army composition that the Slav can engage into here. Hera getting one of the most powerful Castle Age units out there with the 17 attack. Remember, their range was reduced from 8 to 7, which may be annoying against melee units, although quick melee units like this, we'll see if that has any kind of impact. One. Oh, look at that. Look at the fantastic positioning out of Sitaux. Not every day we see a monk being saved by knights against a light cav, decides to delete it. Janissaries see nothing. Although I don't think they're out on any kind of mission aside from intercepting any kind of cavalry that might want to kill the monk. So beautiful placement for these Janissaries. More reinforcements coming to make sure this knight makes the monk makes it home. It is not going to be 2 relics to 1, 2 relics to 2, and who, oh who, will take the relic to the west. So the armies, let's take a look. Army supplies identical. It was 17 to 16. Now it's 19 to 19 to 20 to 17. I can't even finish my sentence before the army numbers change. Oh, they're going to change a lot more if you can get a bunch of monks in here. But the Slav moves forward with 2 light cav. Gets 1 monk. Loses his light cav. Loses a bunch of cavalry units. Man, the Janissaries, especially underneath a castle, they can absolutely pack a punch. And he gets a conversion, does our Slav. Our first Slavic Janissary is out for about, what, a third of a second before the castle says, nah, you want to defect on me, I am going to show you. And them, oh my god, they got a snipe on a monk. Beautiful play out of both players, trading blows. Again, army count identical, but look at our Slav. 13 villagers ahead off the back of an extra town center. And remember, they do gather their food 10% faster, which means if he's going to continue going knights and light cab, then he is going to have an absolute fun time. Hera's starting to bank resources. Our Slav starting to bank resources. Do these players want to get their butts up to Imperial? Yes, please. It is not every day we see players kind of, you know, methodically kind of, I don't want to say plodding along, because they're very much not plodding along. They are engaged in some good battles here. But it is Monk Central, and it's not every day we get to see players rushing up to Imperial just so they can fight. I mean, look, I'm assuming they're rushing up to Imperial. 500 food, 1200 gold, 300 food, 400 gold. It looks like our Slav, if he decides to buy some food, might reach Imperial first. Does he have the structures, though? Let's take a look. He's got the university, and we know he's got the monastery. So he's got the 2 structures he needs. I don't see a castle anywhere. And here we go. Monks are exposed, but monks are exposed to the back of Red's army as well. An absolute confusing set of events here. It looks like Red will come out on top, although Blue survives with a lot more monks for the moment. Oh, these Janissaries just so ridiculous, one-shotting these knights. Oh my god, I said for the moment. What an absolute bloodbath for Sitaux. He lost all of his monks. I usually would say, does he care? And then look at the resources and army supply. But in this case, he's heading up to Imperial. Hera's not even going to let him have a moment's rest here. How many villagers is he bringing forward? 7 villagers. Okay, decides to relocate the castle, sees the opposing castle going up, and says, I'm definitely never going to be able to get my castle up here. Might as well put it on the high ground. Might as well get this gold as well. Although now it's kind of in front of the castle. Not that our Slav has any ranged units at all. 0 ranged units. A spearman, it looks like, dies, and Hera is here. 1 extra town center, 2 extra town center. So our Turk, who is down 18 villagers, is now planning a massive boom economically and militarily. He's ahead double the army count, literally double the army count. He's got more Janissaries than our Slav has army. The problem for him, the upgrades are non-existent on his horsey units. Remember, his light cav units do come with a +1 pierce armor automatically, which is why you see 2+1, but that is all she wrote there. And the Janissaries with their shitty accuracy. What is it? 60, 50. I thought it was 60 for a second. Our Slav discovers one town center. He's about to discover another. So these knights are going to catch themselves a few villagers. Maybe not. Hera, a little too quick on the uptake. And oh no, these are now 7 villagers, maybe 6 that are mining gold as the 7th. Oh, poor villager. This one's building structures while the other is just playing with gold all the livelong day. I know which villager I'd rather be. And now Turkish camels are out, but our Slav sees them right away. Knights attacking the outpost, taking out the eyes of our Slav. And here we go again. The second the Turk hits Imperial, man, oh man, does that ability to automatically convert to Hussars come in handy. Although a Treb here is a little exposed. Cavaliers. He's going Cavalier play against Janissary, Hussar. And it looks like camels, 7 camels, heavy camels in a second. Rather, 47 seconds. Sitaux comes in here again, but Hera, again, too quick. He's too quick. All these knights are doing is taking a bunch of damage before they become Hussars. And now our Turk is raiding. He is raiding. He sees the Cavaliers. Where are they going? Why are they not attacking this guy? What the hell was the point of that? They were just kind of staring at him as he killed their civilian population. And now the Cavaliers will definitely be able to clean this up. Hussars versus Cavaliers, not exactly a fair fight. And these 4 are no longer going to be useful at all, especially not with 7 camels en route. Treb on the high ground, Treb on the low ground. Both players trying to destroy each other's, I was going to say castle, but it looks like our Slav is aiming for the Treb. Oh, we've got a bit of a tit for tat here. Hera sets up in front. It is Sitaux who moves in. And look at Hera, emergency wall off. I don't know how much a house is going to do against these Cavaliers. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Hera just vipered Sitaux. Hera just trapped 16 minus 2, 4 Cavaliers inside of here. Will they bust out? What a sour. And the camels show up. Oh no. Oh my God. And just like that, in case you're wondering what that sound was, I just snapped my fingers just like that in the blink of an eye. Sitaux gets trapped. Wow. I mean, it does look like he was about to bust out of here, but this castle is having an absolute field day. 16 has become 13. And you know what he's going to do? He's just going to chase with these camels. He's probably going to delete this house. He's probably going to delete the stone wall here after he gets rid of these. Now, if he had murder holes, it would just be an absolute nightmare. For now, it's just a bad dream. Right now, just a bad dream. Holy moly. Actually, let's see that again. Because here in the front, he's kind of just posturing. No way Sitaux can engage into this. Not with these Janissaries. 19 of them, by the way. Hera's done a fantastic job of keeping these guys alive, babysitting them, and allowing them to get as many kills as possible. He's got a bombard out now as well, though. Looks like the ball is heading towards the outpost. Okay. And anyway, I want to see that. Did Sitaux not see the villagers? Wow. And by the way, is it fully blocked off in the back here? What is this? This is the mill from before. Is it actually fully walled off? So Sitaux saw the villagers. Let's see what happens here. Why didn't he attack the villagers? I guess the idea here was to go into Hera's base and just raid the way Hera was raiding the south of his base. Okay. Oh my God. That is so sour. So Sitaux peels off 4 of his Cavaliers, attacks a house, don't ask me why, when there's villagers right here. And that gives Hera the freedom with that insanely quick, I want to see what his APM is. And it must be right at the end of the game, the highest APM. And now the Cavaliers are trapped. And yeah, take the villagers, take 4 villagers. Who cares at this point? Oh my God, he didn't even manage to kill a villager. It's inside the castle. Hera saves the villager. Oh man, beautiful trap. Beautiful trap. Now, I don't know if that was Hera's intention. I don't know if he just seized on an opportunity, but man, learn your hotkeys. What can I say except the lesson here is learn your hotkeys. Practice your hotkeys, because if you didn't have your hotkeys, man, oh man, doing something like this would be impossible. And you would have 16 Cavaliers, 1700 HP of knight power, fully armored, which means town centers will do nothing against them. inside your base, which again is completely undefended, and Hera emergency wall off leads to a pretty damn fun trap here. Now, I do want to see, is it actually closed off? It kind of looks like it is. And here's a cool thing I discovered with Capture Age. When was this castle built? Yeah, it was around this point of the game, right? Yeah, it is walled off. The mill is right here. And then the castle. Then he built the house. And then a house and a wall. Man. Okay, let's go right till the end of the game. How do I do that? Okay, I think we're at the end of the game. Wow. And like that, in the blink of an eye, you can lose a game with one wrong move. And, you know, that's pretty damn historically accurate. How many battles have been lost? How many wars have been lost because of one stupid maneuver, one dumb idea, one bad decision? We got to see Hera's APM. It's got to be right at the end, though. No? Okay, no. I mean, it's sub his usual 200 peak with the Janissaries. And like I said, he's kept these guys alive. 28 of the 36 of them. Although, wait a second. No, it's all 28 are in the forward position. Peak APM about 5 minutes ago. Peak APM right at the beginning of the game for Sitaux, who went full-on Cavalier, which, you know, I don't know who wins this 36 Janissaries against 46 Cavaliers if the Janissaries have the high ground. I don't know. Maybe a few camels. I mean, it definitely seems like the Cavaliers should take it. Economic, I can't see them being too different in such a short game. 2 relics apiece. No one took that last relic. All the resources going to our Slav, which is funny, given the Turkish gold mining bonus. But the stone going to our Turk. And let's see if conversions played a role. No, 4 and 6. What an absolute fun game. 76 kills to 44. Villager kills basically identical, 12-14. But our Turk with the range unit that, again, he just babysat and kept alive the entire duration from Castle Age until now. Basically 20 minutes. Epic, epic. Now, do I want to keep talking about murder holes? Maybe, maybe not. I really do wonder if Sitaux was able to bust through here. I mean, 5 Cavaliers attacking a house. I don't think one villager repairing it. Although, look at this. Look at this. This one's heading over. This one's heading over. It looks like he's got a hammer in his hand as well. Okay, so you know what? 5 Cavaliers under attack from a town center. My God, a castle, while 3 villagers repair the house. That might actually work out to Hera's favor. 1 villager probably won't repair it fast enough. Although who knows if they're even going to repair. Maybe he'll plop down a... It looks like there is a tile between the farm and the house. He might just plop down a stone wall here. He is building a secondary defense here. And man, oh man... Just when you think you're settling in for a comfortable game, just when you've got 116 villagers, 21 villagers more than your opponent, although he is at half the army supply, and just when you're getting your big butt comfortable in its groove in your gaming chair, in your Corsair or whatever chair players have, and you're getting comfortable, you're loosening up, getting ready to raid the hell out of your opponent's economy, all of a sudden you find yourself vipered in with the lightning fast decision making of our Turk, who with that maneuver takes the game. But really, GG to both players. Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips and make sure to subscribe and enable notifications so that you're notified of my latest uploads.